Hi everybody, welcome to the Northern Film Orchestra YouTube channel. My name's Jack Hughes, I'm the founding member of NFO and also the director as well. Today I'm delighted to speak to you about, well, quite a long-term collaboration that we had under wraps with the legend that is Mr. Dan Keane himself. So Dan and I had been in many talks over the past few months basically about creating a sampler instrument. We first became aware of Dan after his soft string spurs library sampling his viola. That was probably my first Pianobook release that I picked up for myself actually, and I just remember opening it up, diving in and writing and being creative with it and being like, wow, this is a really nice string library, what an amazing job Dan's done here. And so yeah, I thought I'd reach out to him and discuss the idea of a potential collaboration between NFO and Dan himself to do a library together. A sample library, well, I think for a lot of us they probably are the entrance point to orchestral music these days. Definitely they were for me. I think unless you've had like a formal musical education or you've maybe gone to a conservatoire or music college, yeah, I'd say for most people, yeah, writing with orchestral instruments would pretty much always be as a result of using sample libraries. So as a new orchestra, we're always looking for sort of new innovative ideas we can put out to people to try and capture their attention and also give the community a little something fun to play with. And so, you know, doing a sample library was always an idea that I'd had close in my head, and I was looking for a way we could bring it to the forefront. Dan seemed like the perfect guy to partner with for what would be our first release. And yeah, luckily, I managed to swoop in there before he got too busy with current arrangements, and we were able to set this collaboration up. I think that was right back at the start of lockdown last year, so it would have been, yeah, beginning talks in March. I think we did the preliminary sort of sketching of ideas in April, and then with the musicians sending their parts in late April, May. And obviously it gives you some idea of the amount of time that went into making it. If we, if the samples themselves were recorded in May, and then it's only just coming out, well, a whole year later, that's quite a lot of work Dan's put in there to take all the samples, to edit them, to mix them, and to make them feel like a cohesive package. So I think we should all say hats off to Dan, really. He's done an insane job with the material that was provided, because don't forget, if you haven't read the blurb on Pianobook, this was recorded in isolation with varying recording setups. Most people were probably doing voice memos on their phones. Other people had basic like Zoom recorders, others might have been laptop microphones, and then there was a few people who had a condenser mic in there as well. So you can imagine the variance in sort of sonic quality that we were working with. It was really, a tough task for Dan to take that and to craft it in something that all felt like it was part of the same family. So yeah, we're thrilled with the jobs that Dan had done with that. And I suppose the next step really was releasing it, getting it out to the world, and what better medium would there be to do that than Pianobook? I think it's amazing that we have Pianobook really as like this resource, almost like a library of libraries for composers to dive into. Yeah, I mean for me it's just like a bit of a sweet shop moment. I'm always there like looking what the new releases are and how we can work it into compositions I'm working on. So it was a natural fit really. We did toy with the idea of maybe releasing it as a paid version or just releasing it free through our own website or our own channels, but I'm a big believer in community and leaning into established community, especially if it's something that has quite a strong affinity with what you're doing already, which obviously Pianobook and Northern Film Orchestra would do. So it was a natural fit, I thought. So it's been really great just hearing the positive feedback and also listening to some of the musical creations that have come back in. Library's only been out for a few days now, but of course people are industrious enough to take it away and make a piece of music in that short amount of time. So it's just really nice for us to hear. And then also on the flip side for the musicians, I think it's interesting for them because maybe some of them didn't even really know what a sample library was beforehand. I remember we had one guy who thought we were making like a database of what instruments sound like, kind of thing. So, for us to be able to educate the orchestra players a bit on the sample front is a nice touch as well. And just to get them into the mindset of, if someone plays a C on the keyboard, it's they're playing your instrument, which, I don't know, it's kind of magic if you ask me. It's sort of like a little portal of sound into someone else's world, which I think for me is like the real big plus point of working with samples as opposed to real musicians. So yeah, that's about all I have to say on this project. I really hope you enjoy playing around with the library, and please do head over to Dan's channel and give him a like and subscribe. Same with Facebook and Instagram, and then also with Pianobook. If you're not familiar, please do head on over and get yourself acquainted, because week after week there's just amazing stuff dropping all the time, and it's worth just knowing about it, especially if you're an emerging composer and you're a bit fed up of maybe the Logic stock sounds or presets. Get yourself to Pianobook. I guarantee a few clicks you'll just be buzzing. As for Northern Film Orchestra, you can find us on our Instagram page, just NFO Orchestra. We've also got Facebook, and then this YouTube channel too. We haven't been too active in promoting on YouTube just yet, but as we move forward and progress, I think video content's going to be a more and more sort of firm part of our overall offering when it comes to marketing promotion. So definitely like and subscribe if you're familiar with our work, if you enjoyed Score Relief, and if you're enjoying NFO Orchestral Swells. Yeah, subscribe and stay tuned, because there will be much more. Thank you very much for your time, and you will definitely be hearing more from us very soon. Take care.